So we're packing our bags for the ALC. I'm gonna attempt to put this big sleeping bag in this bag and fit all the rest of my shit in there. Basically, we can only have one bag apiece. They've allotted us one bag apiece, so I'm gonna put that in here. I got all this other stuff too, but anyways, one bag apiece. We already sent our bikes. We're doing the AIDS life cycle.
Woo!
So this video, this entire video, I don't know how long it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a compilation of the entire AIDS life cycle ride from beginning to end, and we're starting right now. Later on tonight, we're getting on a bus. This is our plan. We're riding the Greyhound bus from LA up to San Fran. Our bikes are already gone overnight, so we're riding from what, 11 o'clock at night until 7 in the morning?
Yeah.
11 at night till 7 in the morning. So this is all Logan shit right here. A couple of bags, helmet, shoes, sleeping mats, other crap, tire pump, toiletries, portable chargers, all that stuff. Here's my stuff. Got my cycling shoes in the bag over there. Got this sleeping bag, fanny pack, red dress. There's like this day where you gotta wear a red dress. We don't have to, but they gave us this red dress. I tried it on and I felt fabulous. And I don't know if I'm gonna wear it, but we'll see. Here's all this other stuff. So we got these. These are pretty cool. So these are almost like, they almost vacuum pack themselves. It's like Glad bags, Ziploc bags. They work pretty good. They're like 5-gallon bags. Some pants pants and shirts I'm gonna wear tomorrow. These shoes, I might run some miles after I get done doing the rides. Triathlon training or whatever. Shoes. They're in the bag. Cycling shoes are in the bag. So this is all the stuff right here, here. The next step is we're gonna pack all this stuff into our bags. One bag each. You can only have one bag each. And then we're gonna do whatever else we gotta do for the day. And we'll check back in when we are going to get the SD card. We gotta get another SD card at Best Buy for the trip so we can make all this fit. And we'll check back in then. AIDS Life Cycle 2019. What do you think of this place?
I wouldn't be here without you, that's for sure.
The time has come. Ooh, look at this.
Oh God.
So we're getting on the bus. On this bus. Going up to San Francisco now.
You excited?
Yeah, I'm really excited. Has come. We're finally here. We worked so hard to get to this point, so it means a lot to us to be standing at this building right now. So here we are. We're at the Palace, and we heard the first and first. It pays to be a winner! We are first, we are first, we are first. And we're going in there, which doesn't look that exciting whatsoever. But once we go in, we'll get a better visual on what the hell's in there.
We're going.
Oh, we're going.
We're moving!
This is Cal Palace.
The next week, and then we all get on the same page and are going in the same direction. In case you're not sure, we're going south to Los Angeles, so that's the right direction. Now, how many of you are fired up?
Oh, we can eat pancakes?
Yes.
I'm down. We finally got done with orientation and all that crap. And now we're exhausted and we're ready to eat. And we still can't check.
Sleeping and eating is what we're gonna do all day.
And we still haven't been able to check into our hotel yet. So basically this is how it went. We spent all night on the Greyhound, did not sleep at all, crying babies and rough ride. I mean, it was horrible, but it was
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Then, so that was from 11:30 to 7:30 a.m. Then orientation.
Our bus had technical difficulties, so we had to switch buses. Luckily, that didn't take that long, but
So we basically been up for 24 hours now. Did not sleep. I mean, if it was a sleep, it was a crap sleep. So when we get to our hotel, we're gonna enjoy it. So this is a documentary about the AIDS life cycle experience. 540 miles from San Francisco, riding your bike all the way down to LA. 7 days, and they split it up. The first day is 88 miles, second day is 110, third day is what, 60?
Mm-hmm.
Third day is 60, fourth day is 90, fifth day is 40 something, and then the last day is 70.
it was 88, then 70.
Oh, 88, then 70. So it's a bunch of miles, all in 1 week. Now, maybe it's not the most intense week of your life if you're like an avid cyclist or whatever, but for some of the people that are doing it, there's like 2,500 people that are riding, on top of people that are helping with catered food. Like, you don't have to worry about anything to do this ride. I mean, that's why I really wanted to put together a nice video for this event, because now that we're involved with it, you got to put up a little bit of work in the beginning. So you have to raise $3,000 to be a part of the ride. You can donate all the money yourself, but you basically have to buy into it either through donations from other people or your charitable donation. So you raise your $3,000, and then in June 2nd to June 8th, you do the ride. So once you raise the money, all of that money goes to support people living with HIV/AIDS. So they're coming up with new medicine to help these people live better lives, and they're also building new facilities to house, and take care of new people, or new patients, and just try to get the ball rolling on ending AIDS if that's possible. So if it's possible, all of this money is going towards discovering that possibility. So that's why we got involved with it. We didn't know that we could raise the money, but through our journey of raising the money, we realized, damn, well, this is challenging in itself. Just raising the money is more challenging in my mind than doing the ride, putting in all the miles. So we raised all the money. It was hard. Me and Logan, we raised over $6,000 for this charity, and then we joined a team that raised over $500,000. So we put our $6,000 into their pool and helped them surmount their goal. And it feels great. It feels amazing to give back to your community. So that's why we're doing it. We're doing it because raise the money and helps people out, and it's a challenge. So basically we're putting our bodies on the line, and it is hard to put in the miles. But you get to eat all the food and have a great time while you're doing it. But basically you're sacrificing yourself for, and there's a bunch of people doing this ride who are actually living with AIDS. So that's amazing in itself, just hearing the stories about people and survivor stories, and also people that are riding for other people that they know who have died from the virus or disease or whatever it is. But anyways, 540 miles, San Francisco down to LA. We're starting tomorrow, and this is our journey basically. And I want to document everything from the food, the sights, what basically the route itself, because it's not just a coastal ride. Actually, when I signed up for it, I thought the route was going to be pretty much all coast, but it turns out it's a lot of inland stuff too, stuff that I've never seen before. So I think it'll be exciting to see the different terrain that this route kind of goes through. So I want to document kind of the path and what you'll experience along the way, what camp life is like, because you camp in tents for 7 days as well. So that's part of the deal, is you get a tent mate, you set up your tent every night, you camp, and then you wake up, you pack up your tent, you put all your tent and your clothes into a truck, and the truck drives your tent and your clothes to the next place, and you do it all again for 7 days. So that's part of the challenge as well. So I'm going to document what it's like to set up the tent, what tent camp life is like, the shower situation, all the lines that you'll have to wait in for food and everything, because that's stuff that we don't know. We tried to look that stuff up on YouTube, and we couldn't find anything really that showed us exactly what it would be like. We saw basically commercials of inspiration for the stuff, and we know it's going to be fun, but it's also going to be challenging. So we want to document the challenges and kind of hardship, and annoying stuff along the way as well, because we know there's going to be annoying stuff. So I want to get pretty in depth on the ride itself, all the different aspects of it, from the food to the rest stops to the entertainment to the sweep vehicles to the just get as much perspective on the whole entire event as I can, and put it all into a video. So that's basically the point of this video. And with that, let's get on to the ride.
(3:41 a.m.) Got all of our bags packed, shoes out, guns out. It's cold out. We're about to go get on the tram or the shuttle to take us over to Cow Palace. We'll get that. We got coffee going. We got all of our shit going. We're going.
So this is where the bike parking is, and this is kind of what it looks like. Guys coming in, parking their bikes. Looks like it's at a school. And there's Cannondale and bike mechanics over here. Bathrooms over there. Snacks and things on the other side. We'll check that out. But basically, this is the first stop, 15 miles in. And this is what it looks like. This is what one of the stops looks like along the way. You do not always get the best conditions. It is wet and it is cold. So we just made it to the top of this climb. It's pretty intense. It's not too bad. I mean, if you're an advanced rider, it's really nothing for you. But as you can see, we're up here, and it's been rolling hills for about 25 miles or so. Still got another, I don't know, 60 to go. So, but this is the top of the first climb. As you can see, there's people greeting you at the top, showing motivational stuff. But yeah, as you can see, wet and cold. And that's been like that all day, so it could be like this on your trip as well. What lunch looks like. Just get a bag lunch. I'm excited to see what dinner looks like. It's supposed to be unlimited, so there's some food going on. So Log is coming to lunch right now. That's what it looks like. This is lunch. The longer it takes you to get here, the more crowded it gets. I don't know how long it took. I mean, there wasn't that many people when I first got here, but it's starting to get there now. How was your ride? She's blowing up. Injuries are coming. So, this is rest stop 4. This is the last one of the day. And there's the bikes, some safety guys, some water, people stretching out. There's only like 5 miles left. And then there's some people dancing over there. And there's Gatorade in that first tent, medical, sunscreen and all, Advil and some other bullshit in that second tent. And there's some snacks over there. So of course, each ride has 4 rest stops just like this. And they have a lunch, so there's 5 stops, and there's only 5 miles left of this ride, and it's 88 miles long. So in every ride you have like 5 stops, so you can't fail. All right, so this is camp life. Here is the tent before it is set up. After it's set up, it'll probably look like one of those.
Probably look like all the other tents.
Right, so this is Camp City, Tent City. All the bikes are over there. And this is how it is. We'll show you when they're set up. So here's our tent. So we cut these towels in half so that we can have 2 little towels. Actually, they told us that the shower situation was going to be horrible, but it wasn't bad at all. It was lovely. Showered off right away, and this is the tent. AIDS life cycle.
Let's eat.
So as you can see, this is a baseball field that we're camped at. So the bikes are over there on that field. We're camped over here. You see all the tents. And there's music playing. There's like kind of like a club going on over here, like a dance party. And then there's food over here beyond this tent, which I'll show you in a second. So after you get done, you get to come over here and relax on these little cushy chairs that we're in. Fun shit.
Toppings?
Yeah.
Have a good ride?
Yes. Yes, please.
Black beans?
Hey, can I have some chips? And nah, that's good.
Salad?
Yeah, I'll take a little bit of salad.
Would you like tortillas?
Yeah. Flour.
There you go.
Thanks. Could I get a slice of cheesecake?
Yeah.
So we basically have, today is like Mexican day, I guess. So there's chili, there's Mexican shit. They have all the type of drink, any type of drink you could want. They got all this type of shit, cheesecake, and you can get as much as you want.
Yeah, you can go back.
You can go back as many times as you want. You can eat anything. It's like a buffet, but you just can't touch the food.
Yeah, they
'Cause you're
cook it
nasty.
for you, so I kind of wish I had a little more salad, but we'll go back later.
Okay, all right. Cheers.
So let's talk about the day.
All right.
Basically, we started in San Francisco. There's 2,200 of us, so leaving this morning was kind of chaotic. Just a lot of people basically.
You just have to
showed
wait a while
to
to
actually
be
leave.
moving.
Yeah.
So once you're dismissed after the orientation or the opening ceremony in the morning, then you have to go by your bike, and probably takes like 20 minutes to get out on the road. And then once you're out on the road, then if you're fast, then you gotta wait probably 15 miles before it thins out. You gotta weed your way through the sea of people and the slow asses, and then I mean, if you're slow, that's cool, whatever. But us fast people gotta weed our way through, and then we get to the front, and then if you ever see the front, there's so many people.
There's just so many people, like, it's crazy.
But it's not annoying. It's fun.
Yeah, it is kind of fun. This guy's been sneezing all day since we got here. We were in Santa Cruz. It started raining in probably, like 10 miles out of San Francisco? 10,
Yes.
15 miles? So it was raining, it got really cold. Here goes again. You never sneeze like that. Anyways.
82 miles for the
82
day.
miles today. It was raining at one point, then it
Then it got
got
hot.
pretty hot. There's a lot of just like up and down and up and down, and
It's the PCH. If you've done the PCH, you know it's rolling hills.
yeah, so I ended up hurting my knee at like mile 35, like just super sharp pain. As you can see that video when we came in from lunch, and I was not happy. But then it kind of, still painful, but I was able to push through to the rest of it, obviously, to get here. But so I'm hoping tomorrow, because tomorrow is a long day, 110 miles. So hopefully tomorrow doesn't cause me any issues.
Yep. All in all, it was a
It's a good day.
pretty good day. I mean, we stopped at all the rest stops. I stopped at all the rest stops.
Yeah, I didn't
And
stop at the last one.
it's like, you want to be competitive. I mean, you want to be fat. You want to get a good workout and get a good, experience. But we raised all the money, so I want to,
You want to live it up. You want to see
Yeah.
it all, experience it all.
you don't just want to fly through it and skip everything. And
Yeah.
because it's cool stopping at the rest stops. So I mean, but tomorrow, I'm not gonna film as much of the rest stops because they're all basic. If there's something cool, I'll film it. But
Yeah, everything for the rest of the ride is going to be pretty repetitive, so we probably won't show like every dinner and every rest stop because it's going
right.
to just be
I mean,
the
if it's
same.
something cool, the dinners might be cool, like the different foods and stuff. But
Yeah.
I mean, today was like Mexican Day, and they say it's gonna be different every day. So I mean, you see what it is. But today is basically a day on the ride. So I just want to show the different terrain.
Aspects of the ride.
Yeah, exactly. What
But-
you'll be going through.
It's almost 8:30. As you can tell, we're already like ready for bed. I was ready for bed like 3 hours ago. But I think we're gonna get up at 5.
You got to get up early, so
Yeah, breakfast is at.
Can't sleep in. Like, there's no sleeping in on this thing. We were up at 3:45 this morning, and now we're tired.
Yeah.
So good. So bad.
Definitely time for bed. Then we get up and we do it all over again tomorrow.
Alright, so it is. What time? What time is it? 5:20 a.m.
Day 2.
You can't sleep in.
No.
There's no sleeping in. Everyone, I mean, there's so many tents, and everyone starts to get up at 4:30. So, and the sun's already starting to come up a little bit. So, there's really no sleeping in. You're gonna get up around 5:30 every day, probably. So, yeah. So this is the beginning of day 2, 110.5 miles or something. It's 110 miles regardless. It's a relatively flat day through the valley, and it's supposed to be hot. So, we're gonna take you through that day. I'll get a little bit of breakfast as well once we get up and get moving, but we're packing up the tent, and we're gonna take the tent down and get on with the ride. Eggs, potatoes, oatmeal, orange juice, milk, water. It's breakfast, banana bread, and bacon. So this may be the last time that I see ocean for a bit, but this is a nice little beach town. There's some houses down there on the beach, some little condos. Morning. As you can see, there's a bunch of riders coming back, and in the front, I don't know where I am in the mix, but there's a lot of people out here, and it's kind of it's a super cold. It's probably about, I don't know, 40 degree, not 40, I don't know, probably close to 50. It's not super cold, but the wind chill on the bike is pretty cold. And it's kind of misting, so yesterday started out like this, today is like this, and so it's not always perfect, but later on it's supposed to be hot as shit, so I'll get back to you then. On day 2, it's a tradition for everybody on the AIDS life cycle to stop at this place and get artichokes. And there's food trucks and bathrooms, and it's not an official stop, rest stop, but as you can see, a ton of people are here. I'm not actually going to stop and eat anything, but this is an option. Just had lunch. There's a lot more people here now than when I got here, but you got the bathrooms over there. Same at every rest stop. Lunch is basically the same as every other rest stop. So you park your bike, you get off, you go get your lunch. Today was sandwiches, chips, cheese sticks, whatever you want basically. Fruit, vegetables. You eat it, go use the bathroom, get back on your bike, you ride out. So we're gonna leave right now. Farm town. Farm town. Go flat. Shit happens. Out here in the middle of nowhere, and we got a flat. So you gotta know what the fuck you're doing. We're gonna fix it now. So, people are all stopped here. This is one of the things to do, they tell you to do, or you don't have to, but you can if you want. So there's guys down there skinny dipping in the river. That is a thing. Skinny dipping bridge, they call it. What's your take on the day? By the way, we just set up our tent. Our tent's set up. We're at this different place that sort of looks like yesterday's place. The only thing I'm gonna do after this is show you the food. So the food is really the only thing that's different. And it is Italian night, so I hear.
I hope there's pizza.
So what's your take?
Anyways, today was good. I actually liked today better than yesterday, and today was 110 miles. Ryan lowered my seat, and that really helped my knee problem. So my knee wasn't really bugging me this whole time. The road quality was kind of really bad in a lot of places, but there was a lot of cool views, don't you think? Like, it was really pretty.
Yes, it was. And I got a lot of good pictures.
Like in the beginning at Santa Cruz when we were going through, it was almost like the redwoods that looked like.
Yeah, it was.
That was really pretty. That seemed like forever ago.
Yeah.
But it took me about 8 hours, 110 miles. Some parts were really windy, but then the end, we had a really nice tailwind that just like shot us.
I mean, it was a good tailwind. Rarely have I ever
like,
experienced a tailwind like
I was
that.
probably going like 30 miles. Okay, probably not that. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was going really fast. Probably like 25 miles an hour, 28. Anyways, so I'm glad they had that at the end at least to just like shoot us back here. But we're in King City. We're showered, ready to eat dinner, and yeah, longest day of the ride is over.
Yep. So overall, it was a smooth day. I ended up getting a flat tire. And it was a lot of cool different events that we haven't seen. So overall, just a really, I mean, it was a pretty challenging day, but
It was just
smooth. It was smooth. It was challenging and smooth. The road was very rough. That's what I can say about it. The road was rough.
Left, what, at like 7, and then now it's like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
So just with like, there's 4 rest stops.
I mean, it's 4 o'clock now, but I mean, I've set up the tent and we showered and everything else. So I got here at 3:40.
Well, it's actually 5 o'clock, but we just, yeah, we showered and stuff. And anyways, let's go eat.
All right, we're going to eat.
You guys know what type of
So it's Italian night. I don't know if broccoli is Italian, but some butter, coconut water. Then I think I might go back for more. Oh wait! I have a pocket brownie.
Pocket brownie.
Alright, we're eating.
Ooh, quiche, croissants, sausage, hash brown, coffee, milk, a log.
How's the sausage? Alright, so we're getting into a 66-mile ride today. A little bit of hills. Who knows what we're gonna see. But we'll share whatever we see. We're going to a military base. Alright. Well, we're off. It's cold. It's misty. This is my ride crush for the day.
For the day.
For the day. For the hour. So this is the line to get out. You gotta get your bikes from over there. Oops.
Oh my god. Like,
Get your legs from the rack. And then you get in this line that goes way back there. And then it literally goes out all the way to the street. So yeah, so that's how you get out in the morning. Pretty good. This is the 101 right here, so we definitely get on the highway for a little bit. And I think we're about to run into a military base. Look at all these guys go. And this is today, day 3, grasslands. Is the leg soreness real? Is it real?
No. It's real. Sir?
Yeah. Alright, here's lunch. Day 3. We're going through Camp Roberts National Guard facility. As you can see, there's a Hummer down there. And I'm sure we'll see some more stuff shortly. So while you're on this trip, you will get to see some very nice wine fields. This is Paso Robles, however you want to say it. So guys, these guys are passing by. The only shade you'll find.
What's that?
The only shade you'll find.
Alright, hold on, Riders coming.
There's a log.
Alright, straight down. Straight down and around.
There she is.
Hold up.
So this is what a heat rash looks like.
It's 95 degrees.
Hot. We just got here to day 3's camping sites. A lot of people had to take the bus today.
Today was rough.
And there's all of our gear that's been cleaned and we're drying it now. And now we're gonna go get root beer floats.
Yes.
So we're on the way. So we're here eating root beer floats. In the shade. We're in Paso Robles. It is hot.
96 degrees, everyone.
It's 96 degrees and counting. Here's all the people.
Look at he's sitting in the orb of wonder. Anyways, Ryan got another flat today.
Yes, it was a horrible flat. What I consider to be a horrible flat is when you don't know what made the flat.
What the deal is.
So there could be just a tiny little sliver of glass on the inside or somewhere that keeps popping tubes.
Because you got a flat on the same tire yesterday, right?
Yeah, you have a huge nail sticking in there, and at least you know that it was a nail. But if you can't find anything, then you're like, well, what the fuck was it? So I spent all day sort of worried about that. But that was on the quad buster. They call it the quad buster. It's really not that bad.
Oh, then you went like 50 miles on it.
What?
You probably got the flat at like mile 12 and we did 66 miles today.
Yeah.
Attention, enjoy yourself.
Yeah, I even thought like, damn, am I getting the flat again? And then it was a false alarm, so.
Downward dog.
Whatever, it was a good day, it was hot, 60 degrees.
60 degrees? It's 96
Oh, yeah,
degrees.
60 miles.
66 miles. We're now in Paso Robles. We're approaching the town that Ryan and I met. Good old San Luis Obispo. So that's pretty cool. Today was a good day other than the heat. It was just really hot. It's hard to stay hydrated. But
as far as the AIDS life cycle goes, they make it so easy for you to make it.
oh yeah.
You can make it. If you want to do a big long trip and you haven't done a big long trip,
This is the one to
you're
do.
thinking about doing a big long trip where they take care of you and you get fed and everything, and you really don't got to pay for it, you basically raise the money and nothing comes out of your pocket, this is the way to go.
Definitely.
Show us the food. Dessert. My buffet over here. And they got this good coconut water. Coconut waters. Every day there's a lot of food. All you can eat. AIDS life cycle.
Well, Our amazing lunch crew does it every day. Let's hear it for the lunch roadies. How about Rest Stop 1? Rest Stop 2? Rest Stop 3? We know we'll have a Rest Stop 4.
So I think he has to come back next year.
But I felt like I had 1 million followers, and if each of my followers gave $1, I would meet my goal, and obviously that has not been the case. But I've fundraised and pushed and done everything that I could and designed products and so many incredible things like the bids that Angela's Creative made, and Smith Optics made goggles and helmets, and everything is being sold to raise money for AIDS Life Cycle. So we've done a lot, and we raised a lot of money, but we haven't hit 1 million, and I am definitely gonna stick with it till we do.
This is what happens when you leave late. You stay in this line that wraps all the way. There's no end to the line. We walk in the line, we are the line. So, pro tip, when you do this ride, leave early.
Unless you don't mind getting an extra hour of sleep.
Unless you don't mind getting an extra hour of sleep. But
And don't care about saving water.
we said pro tip.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know you're saying
On this beautiful day 4, we are on Highway 46 in Paso. And there's tons of wineries. You just go through this beautiful wine region. And if you go to any of the restaurants on the Central Coast, San Luis Obispo, or any of these places, you can come to these wineries. And there's tons of wineries, it's like Winery Row. So all day today, at least for the next 20 miles, we'll be hitting all these wineries. I'll take some more video as I go. So this is actually at one of the wineries. Rest Stop 1, which is so crowded. I've never seen a rest stop this crowded. And here's a good shot of the porta potties. We're halfway to LA. So everyone stopped over there, as you can kind of see. And that's the halfway point. We just climbed over this big ass mountain peak over here. It's like 2,000 feet. Not big, but it's pretty big. And this is where we are. But the ocean is that way, so this is Highway 46. We'll eventually get to Cayucas and then Morro Bay, which is over that way. Where are we? Halfway to LA.
I was like,
So we're waiting in this line to all take a picture with the halfway to LA signs up there. All these people. This probably isn't even half.
half the people? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, no.
rest stop 2, day 4.
So tell us where we are.
Little Cuesta College,
Tell us what town we're in.
San Luis Obispo.
And tell us why this town is of such great significance.
Because we met here
How long ago?
a couple years ago, 2 years ago, 4 years ago.
3 years ago. Actually, more like 3.5 now. We're in.
Remember, you used to come here and never go to class?
Yeah, we used to ditch class because we were the cool kids, and we would go to the beach and go on hikes instead.
Pretty cool place.
Yeah, so we're just went through Morro Bay, which we used to go to a lot. We're about to go through San Luis Obispo, Avila Beach.
Maybe we'll make
Pismo
a pit stop
Beach.
at Slodoco.
I don't think we're going that way.
We can go that way.
It's been a good ride so far. What time is it? Let's get a...
Aw, gross.
Oh, it's 1 o'clock? That's kind of late. But we left kind of late. Anyways, we're 50 miles in. We have 38 miles left of day 4.
Well, Logan and I clipped a lock on here to signify our togetherness like 2 years ago, and someone clipped it right off. So I guess they didn't want our lock here, but the memory lives on. And here's Bishop's Peak. I really thought there would be a trend, that there would be more here, but I guess not. So this is San Luis Obispo. This is where we used to go hiking. Going back, I had to detour about a mile to get here, so I'm gonna get back on track now before I get in trouble. Alright, bye. So, this is the cinnamon roll place. The cinnamon roll place is a big thing.
No, it's a bun.
There goes one. And we're in line to get one.
Logistics and the size, I think the food's pretty.
Cinnamon roll. Alright, your take on the cinnamon roll. Is it worth it for all the people out there wondering if they should stop?
Yes.
All these people say
Have to cycle 230 miles first.
day 4, people, day 4.
Write that down. Well, we did have that one. We did have
Look at this sea of tents. This is the AIDS life cycle.
We made it to Santa Maria.
We're in Santa Maria. Day 4 complete. Wow. So the process here is you come out, you get your bags, you get yourself a tent, and then you go set up the tent. And that's basically the way it is. And look at all of these people setting up all their shit. Yeah, it's crazy.
Today we have corn, caprese salad, barbecue chicken. Ryan got pulled pork, mac and cheese that everyone is raving about. Ryan got a Sprite. I'm trying to drink as much water as possible. corn. I don't know if I said corn already.
We're super excited about this meal.
Oh, and the boy is sunburnt. We're all sunburnt.
We're all sunburnt. Look at the legs.
Look at the tan lines.
Tan
We'll do
lines.
a full video of tan lines at some point. Woo! Yep. Day 5. Right, as a sleepy goose.
Oh, you know what? I am a sleepy goose.
This is what his eyes look like when they're open. Right, look over here. Those are open eyes, just so everyone knows.
Oh, it's the morning of day 5. Here's our red. Here's my red. Here's everyone else's red. Some people aren't dressed up at all, which, like, you could dress like this guy right here and be doing nothing. Or you could do that. Where? There's lumberjacks. There is, like, whatever those are. What is it? Luigi and Mario? Mario's. Flight attendants from United. Cheerleaders. So everyone wears red and rides in red. 45 miles today, an easy 45 miles. Alright, so it's day 5, it's breakfast. It's basically the same breakfast. The breakfast really doesn't change that much, but it's still really good. You can never go hungry here. You got protein shakes, you got anything from orange juice to protein shakes, coffee, chocolate milk, regular milk, water, sparkling water. It's like catering. You got everything. Also, the lines aren't that long. We thought that the lines would be long. We heard that the lines would be long for the showers and for the food and everything, but it hasn't been bad. We haven't had to wait for anything. So it's only 41 miles today, and basically the route opens right now. We could ride out right now.
The route closes at 4.
The route closes at 4, but it's also, we'd be done with it, but we can't set up our tent and everything till 1 o'clock, and it's right now it's like 7. So
We had having steak for dinner tonight.
I think we could basically run there at this point. So I don't know. We're gonna leave in a bit, but we're gonna eat first and do all that shit. But this is breakfast. Day 5. Alright, so it's day 5. And we just climbed up this hill. I know it doesn't look like that big of a hill. There's the top. This is the 3rd hill of today, and they really didn't tell. And as you can see, it's pretty muggy out. It's foggy, marine layer. Sun has not come out today yet, and it's pretty cold. It's probably in the 50s, and everybody's wearing dresses or short sleeve shirts, and everybody's pretty much suffering on this bitch. And I really didn't know that it was going to be this hilly, so I'm sure when I see her again, she's going to have something to say about it. Which I do too, because my legs were pretty much busted this morning. When I started riding, they were pretty much bricks. And now, those roads over there is where we just came from. Out of the hills over there. So you can't even see the top of the hills over there, but it's pretty enormous. So we did 3 today. This is number 3. And over the top of this hill is Vandenberg Air Force Base and Lompoc. So I haven't stopped at any of the rest stops today. They were pretty much uneventful, and I think there was only 2. So I'm on the way to lunch, and I'll take a video of basically when I get there, and should be pretty much halfway by now. I think this is the last hill of the day. So let's get it. Logan's trying to find a place to charge our stuff. A lot of people waiting on their shit to charge. Charging station. Waiting on our massage by Where's Waldo. So you get one free massage, and you can get as many massages as you want, I guess. They're getting their massage by this guy. Chicken cordon bleu steak. We're about to get it. Chicken cordon bleu, steak, salad, and cupcake. And water.
Lemon meringue
And the pink one.
and
The pink one.
pink one. Cool. There you go.
Thank you.
Cue the video. Breakfast at Cow Palace Pizza supplied coffee. Roadies and cyclists lined up in bike parking. Up and down each row searching for your things. Does this special bottle go in between? Reached your first in and thought you couldn't manage. Drag queens and strawberries thrown like a savage. 5K to 10K teen kids looking clean. Pics to your donors, you know what I mean. Your kid is popping. Red stops, we're stopping. Got snacks, deposit right here. Back pocket, I'm on your left. Gee, thanks, use caution. Day one is done. Get fun? We got it. Hey, you want it? We got it. 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 I'm on your left. Gee, thanks, use caution. 10 cities, hot showers. We camping? You got it. Woke up on day 2 feeling superstitious. 108 miles next of this hit list. How could our bonkies make it through this shit list? Crack bars and otter pop, they so delicious. Now we're on day 3, your quads are on fire. Tackling quad buster with such desire. Lunch down at Bradley's Burgers, we all want them. Happiness is AC for those who bought up. The sun is beating. Who's right? Let's hit it. Red stops. 1 mile. Just might be treason. Not the twins, but fought. We got this. Day 4. Halfway. LA. How flawless. You pedaled and bought it. Mosquitoes. You swatted. We're just this bitch. You bought it. With bags. You got it. I'm on your left. Gee, thanks. Use caution. 545, you want it? You got it now. Day 6, we feeling like homecoming. Some burger adrenaline away running. Riding through every single town like rainbows. We looking so stunning. We don't mean to brag with 17 million in the bag. Paying all respect to those ones who are past. Hey! Now say 7 who knew. Ventura, great to see you. Service is you. I provided to a who. Couldn't survive with a you. Way back in LA. It's up to play. Cost of completion. Just 7 days. Ain't no limit to what you can do. Right now the limit is all within you. Hey! I'm on your left. Gee, thanks. Use caution. 545. You made it. You got it.
Mr. Gus Kenworthy.
Hello, riders!
For those of you who don't know me, my name is Gus Kenworthy. Heyo. And I decided very last minute to do a stand-up act. Actually, I wrote the jokes while I was writing today, put them on my phone at one of the rest stops, and texted Tracy to see if she could add me in. I've always wanted to do stand-up, and I just felt like this would be a good time to do it because I honestly haven't gotten enough attention this week. In all seriousness, though, I have gotten so much attention from you guys, and I love meeting you all. I love taking photos with you. But please, girl, if you're gonna post them, Facetune me to the gods. Filter it, crank up the contrast, make me look good. I've got an image to uphold, sort of. Thank you for laughing. I actually literally wrote, hold for laugh. So it would have been very awkward if you hadn't. But this trip we have seen so many beautiful places, so much beautiful scenery, and we've also seen Bradley. They did their little burger fundraiser this year, and they set a record with how much money they raised. Yeah. I didn't contribute. Well, actually I did. I paid the $100 to have the air conditioning, but I ate those motherfuckers into a deficit. I had 2 double cheeseburgers, 4 carnitas tacos, 2 bags of chips, a cheesecake. Like, it was honestly a pretty cheap lunch. But I went into this ride thinking that I was gonna be so fucking snatched at the end. And literally all I'm doing is eating Pop-Tarts, cookies, and crack PB&Js. So I'm gonna be at like peak body dysmorphia in time for LA Pride. I didn't train for this ride. Like, I probably should have trained a little bit more because I didn't train at all. And it's a very, very humbling experience being an Olympic medalist and then getting passed on your left by a 70-year-old lady and Frankie Grande. No, I love Frankie so much, though. He is honestly like the sweetest, nicest, kindest guy. He is the chattiest person here besides every single fucking lesbian. Like, who knew that y'all were such conversationalists? So loud. Speaking of loud, I overheard 2 guys having sex in a tent last night. I mean, honestly, I just want to say, like, congrats. Like, I am fucking proud of you. I don't know who is bottoming after 300 miles on a bike. But, like, work, bitch. I truly can't think of anything worse. My ass is so sore, that is the last thing in the world that I want to do. And I honestly don't love getting fucked in real life. I know you're probably thinking like, oh, that means that he's the top and like Matt's the bottom. Babes, we've been together for 4 years, we don't have sex. No, I'm just kidding, we do. Just not with each other. I am so happy to have Matt here on the ride with me, though. It is incredible to have the support of a boyfriend. Speaking of boyfriends, does anybody in here have a ride boyfriend? I was told to wait until the second half of the ride to find your ride boyfriend. And I thought that at first it was because you want to like have some time, make sure you see everybody, like get the whole crowd. But I've actually realized that we're like lovesick sailors at sea, and like by day 3, everyone's like 150% hotter. Seriously, like I'm so fucking horny, I'm ready to have sex with a lesbian. Where's Lori? I love Lori, and I love Tracy and Jacob and everybody that works here at AIDS Life Cycle. Yes, I'm so thankful to all of the volunteers. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so proud to be the top fundraiser. Thank you. By the end of the ride on Saturday, we are hoping to break $300,000. I'm hoping to break $300,000 of donations raised, and everyone here has donated, or not, well, fundraised and donated, and we have pulled in $16.7 million And I just want to say this ride is so important, and as long as there is still HIV and AIDS, we have to keep doing this ride. But for the sake of my legs, like, let's finally cure this year, because I don't want to do it again. Thank you, guys.
Day 6. Packing up. Yesterday was day 5 and it was 41 miles. It was pretty easy to do. Wasn't that bad. Today's a little bit colder. And it's a lot longer. It's 88 miles today down to Ventura. So everyone's kind of feeling like poop and they're sore, and there's 1,000 people here, more than that, 2,000 people here, so everyone's kind of coughing and hacking and shit. So there's that. But we made name tags, so there's that. People are gonna call me by my name as I ride by them. Anyways, we will get video of today's ride, but I think it's just going to be cloudy and ugly out. So we'll see.
I understand. They're holding everyone at roughs up 2 or something.
For the sheriff to open up the highway for us to go. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be a factor for us. But this is a factor for us. Quiche again. The quiche is the best. Vegan, or actually I think these are regular meat sausages. Just a nice breakfast. Drink your orange juice every day, because there's a bunch of sickly people around here. Everyone's contracted a disease and coughing and hacking everywhere. So make sure you pack some zinc and other medical things that keep you healthy. Drink your orange juice. Alright. Listen. What were we talking about? The pass? Because I'm talking about this quiche. This is the best food item on this trip. And it's unexpected. No one even mentioned the quiche. This is like better than pizza. Better than a lot of foods. And I just want to zoom in on the quiche. The quiche is the best food item on this trip, hands down. And they'll tell you the mac and cheese is the best. The filet mignon and cordon bleu last night was close, but the quiche is the best. Yeah. Nothing. Nothing. Hey.
Waiting on this traffic. On day 6, this is rest stop 1. And there are so many people here. They held everybody here for a period of time because one of the roads is closed up here, so we just got here and crap. It's a lot of people. Back to the coast. This is rest stop 2 for day 6. Basically going down to Ventura today, tomorrow down to Malibu, and then into LA. So this is the beach. There are some oil derricks out there. I don't know what the fuck they're called. Oil things. And here it is. Rest stop 2. It's a real party.
I'm gonna get some sauce, yeah. Not that I don't like salty caramel pretzel ice cream. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you getting one?
Yeah. This is what? What is this?
Paradise Pit.
Paradise Pit. They give Santa Barbara. They give free ice cream to us, and fresh fruit, water, right outside of Santa Barbara. This is all for the riders. Almost to camp on day 6. Down by the beach. Santa Barbara. Yeah, we're gonna camp in Ventura tonight, and then day 5 is back to, or day 7 is back to LA. So
We have bike brain.
bike brain.
Mush brain.
All right. This is the tent. You set your tent up. I know we've seen this 1,000 times, but this is day 6. You can see the beach right over that berm. We'll go down to the beach in a bit. Maybe I'll even jump in. But we're in Ventura today. You can smell LA.
Smells like trash.
Hey,
what's up? Can I have some chicken and pork? Why is it Alien Day? Thank you, sir.
That's good. Yeah, that's oh, yes, yeah.
I'll have both. Of course. Yeah, thank you.
Hello and good evening. I would love some pineapple chicken.
Oh, a little bit more.
Yeah, pour it in there.
Yeah, just pour it.
90 miles.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Thank you.
I just want a little bit of salad. Yeah, that's it. That's good. Thank you. Food, drinks. Time to eat. We're going to our vigil. They're gonna light these candles on the beach to remember all that we've lost. Serious business. Here it comes.
Last breakfast.
Last breakfast. I had the coffee.
So here we are, Ventura, on the last day of the ride. How do you feel?
I'm excited. It's like the tiredness kind of goes away.
Except for when we haven't really started pedaling yet, but I know my legs are gonna
except for when we start pedaling, because my legs definitely are destroyed.
So, overall, the ride has been excellent.
Life-changing.
Yeah, life-changing. You get all these amazing people. You meet a lot of... What?
I think you just filmed the sky.
Oh.
It's okay.
All these people. And you feel a part of a team of people and a family. And you get to eat good food every day and just be surrounded by cool people. So yeah, we'll definitely do it again. Hope you liked the video, but we'll get more of today too.
Heading
And the
to
finish
LA.
line.
Yes.
The finish line is coming next. All right, we're in the Santa Monica Mountains now. We're basically back in whatever it's called.
SoCal.
There's Marco.
Marco!
See ya. Hey, what up, bud? But yeah, so everybody's here. We're almost back. There goes Logan. She's leaving. But yeah, so this is rest stop number 1 on day 7, and we're almost back to goddamn LA. So it's the bagel extravaganza. When you come through the line, you get to pick out of any of this shit. Cracker Jacks. These things right here are the best. These are the best right here. Oh, for lunch section. And then look, this is the bagel extravaganza. People are working hard back here. All right, what's happening right now?
Only 15 miles left.
15 miles left and we're done. We made it to Santa Monica. We just got back to LA. Super excited about all the cars and everything. There's one over there. So we're sitting at lunch right now. And then we go up Santa Monica Boulevard. Which of course I'll get pictures of. But yeah, so we're eating our lunch. What'd you get? I don't actually know what's for lunch. Sandwiches, chips, cookies, always the same thing. But it's good though. So we are in LA. What's up, y'all?
High five. Where y'all coming from?
San Francisco.
No fucking way. Hell yeah.
So we made it to LA. Here we are.
You did it!
Here are all these people finishing.
You did it right!
The finish line is right over there.
TPFC.
It was they won't let us go over there, but it was a very extravagant finish. And maybe, with any luck at all, they'll give us our photo and we can have it and it'll be at the end of this whole entire video. But it was pretty exciting. The whole ride was pretty great. Wasn't too bad. My legs aren't too sore. My ass isn't too sore. The porta potties weren't too smelly. But we made it here from San Francisco. Great accomplishment. We raised a bunch of money. We rode. Hey, thank you. You too. We rode a bunch of miles.
We're in the car.
We're on the way home. Mission accomplished. San Francisco to LA. 540 miles. And over $6,000 raised for us, and $17,000 or $17 million for the entire populace. So I think it was a successful year for the AIDS life cycle. And basically, I got wind of this AIDS life cycle just on a passing word. Somebody told me about it, and then we signed up for it and we did it. And it's definitely a life-changing experience. I don't even think about this LA city the same way anymore. I just think about it like when you get done with a huge cycling trip or some running trip or something, you ride or run back into the city that you started from, you just feel like you own that city. You feel like you are California, you know? And that's how I feel. It's like, you know, you accomplish a great thing, you travel a great distance, and there ain't many other people out there. You didn't see anybody else out there riding that wasn't a part of the AIDS life cycle, and that was a huge big deal. Way bigger than I thought it was going to be. Way more of a big deal, and way more of an accomplishment that I thought it was going to be. It was so much fun, and I really hope more people will get involved with it that don't even know. Straight people, gay people, trans people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. It's fun for every single person.
It's definitely life-changing. And it's great to be a part of something bigger than yourself.